morning children. Today teacher is going to continue the lesson. In the last class which you saw on the TV, Ilyas sir has explained it very beautifully. I'm just giving you a few more extra explanation of what master has taught. So in the previous classes we learned about different types of energy, isn't it? What are the different types of energy we learned? Yes, light energy, heat energy, sound energy, electrical energy, chemical energy and mechanical energy. So we all know what is mechanical energy, what is electrical energy, what is chemical energy, isn't it? And I showed you other experiments also. I showed you many things also which explains us about mechanical energy. So what is mechanical energy? The energy which is used to move machine parts, isn't it? Now, in yesterday's class, master showed you an experiment. Did you watch that experiment very clearly? We can watch it once again. Now, in this experiment, what are the things that he has shown here? We know there are different types of energy, isn't it? Master explained about the energy changes that happens in certain situations. So here, in the beginning you saw, he has kept an induction cooker. And on that induction cooker, what is there? A tiffin box which contains water is there. And a tube is connected from the tiffin and it is given to a turbine which has a motor inside and an LED light. So what is happening there? Yes, what did we observe? When the induction cooker starts working, the water in the tiffin is boiling, and when the water boils, what comes out? The steam comes out. So the steam is coming out through the tube which is there. It is falling on the turbine which is connected there. When the turbine turns, the motor inside the box also turns, and in turn it is making the light to burn, isn't it? So this is the experiment we saw. Now what are the different types of energy we see in the experiment? Or here we can see that energy can be transformed from one form to another. So here you can see the transformation. Now look at it. What is the first one? It is the induction cooker. How does the induction cooker work? With the help of electricity, isn't it? So with the help of electricity, when the induction cooker works, what happens to the water which is there inside the tiffin? It boils. Why does it boil? Yes, because the electrical energy which is given to the induction cooker changes into heat energy and helps the water to boil. Now the water which is there in the tiffin, it warms up and becomes steam and it passes through the tube and that steam falls on the turbine. When the steam falls on the turbine, what happens? The turbine, with the speed of the steam, the turbine turns. When turbine turns, what energy is there? Yes, mechanical energy. So the energy with the steam is given is helping the turbine to turn. When the turbine turns, it turns with the help of mechanical energy. And in turn, the turbine is connected to the motor inside. When the turbine turns, with the help of mechanical energy, the motor also turns inside. And when the motor turns, what happens? Electrical energy is again produced inside the motor and it helps the light to burn. When the LED light burns, what happens? What does it give out? It gives out light energy. So this experiment you have to write down in your notebook. So the inference is what teacher explained just now. Is it very clear? Now, if you go into your textbook, you can see two cars are given in your textbook, isn't it? One is a solar car and the other one is a petrol car. Now, they both are talking to each other. The solar car is telling, what is it telling? I work using solar energy. And the petrol car is also telling, me too. So, how can the petrol car say that I too am working on solar energy? Yes, in the last class, we have seen that all substances on this earth contains chemical energy. So, from where does the petrol car get solar energy, or why does the petrol car tell like that? Yes, we have seen that in the last lesson we have seen that the solar energy during photosynthesis is converted into chemical energy and it's stored in the different parts of the plant, isn't it? So, when the tree becomes big and when we cut down the pieces here which is used, the firewood which is used for burning, we can see that there is already chemical energy stored inside, isn't it? Now, why does the petrol car tell like that? Yes, you have learnt in your older classes, especially in the 5th standard, that petrol is a fossil fuel. What is a fossil fuel? What are fossils? Yes, the dead remains of plants and animals get decayed and get buried under the earth for thousands and thousands of years. This gets converted under high pressure and heat and it becomes fossil fuel. Is it clear? So, when the plants and animals die, it decays and it gets converted under high pressure and heat into fossil fuel under the earth. That is thousands and thousands of years ago, when plants and animals have died, they have got buried under the earth, and those dead remains due to the different heat and pressure has changed into fossil fuel. That is the one we are digging out of the sea, isn't it? So, petrol, diesel, kerosene, all these are fossil fuels which we take out from the under the earth or under the sea. And also coal is also a fossil fuel. Coal we dig out of the mine. We have seen this, and you can see certain pictures here. Now there you have a flow chart to complete. So now why is the petrol car saying like that? That I am also using solar energy? Yes, the source of the fossil fuel is from solar energy. How is it? The solar energy changes into chemical energy and it was stored inside the plants and animals, and they have died and decayed and gone under the earth, and they have changed into fossil fuel, isn't it? So what is this main source? Solar energy. So the solar car also and the petrol car also depends on solar energy. It comes from solar energy. Is it very clear for you now? So there is a table or a flow chart given down there. You have to complete the flow chart that is here. First one is sun. So the sun's energy changes into what? What happens? Yes, it is absorbed by the plants and then it changes into chemical energy and it is so stored under the different substances which are on the earth, and then you have to complete that fossil fuel. Which are the different fossil fuel which you know? Please complete the table. I am not giving you examples. You can find out and write that table on your own and do it in your notebook. Now, Master has also shown you another experiment. Didn't you see that? He kept a light, he kept a solar panel, then that solar motor with a fan, a turbine is connected to the solar panel. So what happens? The light from the bulb falls on the solar panel, that gets converted into electrical energy which helps the turbine to turn, the motor to turn, and the fan turns there, isn't it? And reverse also he has done. So here we can understand that the energy can be transformed from one form to the other, and also it can be transformed vice versa. Is it very clear? Now there a table is given there. Please look into the table. The situation is given there. The energy conversion taking place you have to write down. So the first one is given. The bulb is glowing. So the bulb to glow, what is there? Electrical energy, isn't it? So when the bulb is glowing, what is happening? The electrical energy is being converted into light energy and heat energy. Next one is working of an electric motor to pump water. Just this one I will give I will just explain. Tell me, what are the different energy forms which is used and into what does it transform? Yes, for the electric motor to work, we need electrical energy, isn't it? With the help of electrical energy, the motor works. When the motor works, what energy helps the motor to work? Yes, mechanical energy. When with the help of mechanical energy, it turns. And what are the other different types of energy which is produced there when the water pump works? Yes, you can hear a sound, isn't it? So sound energy is also produced, and if you touch the motor, it will be hot. So heat energy is also produced. So which are the different types of energy transformation happening in a water pumping motor? Yes, electrical energy is being converted into mechanical energy, heat energy and sound energy. Is it very clear? Now there are three more situations. Lighting a matchstick. Teacher has already shown you that. Master has already shown you that. What is the energy transformation? Working of a mixer grinder. You know what is the energy transformation. Listening to the news on the radio. So, on the radio, when you listen to the news, please see what are the different energy. What is used and what does it transform into. You have to complete that table. Is it very clear? So please do that work. A few more situations I can show you. Here once again I am showing you the buzzer. Here also what energy is used and what energy is transformed. You have to say here. So here we have a battery or a cell. So what energy is stored in this battery? Yes, chemical energy. Now when we are using a buzzer here, when we are connecting a buzzer here, what happens here? What happens here? Yes, the chemical energy in the battery is converted into electrical energy, and with the help of the buzzer, it changes into sound energy, isn't it? So what all energy transformation is happening here? Yes, chemical energy is converted into electrical energy, and that electrical energy is being converted into sound energy. If you take a mobile phone, what are the different forms of energy there? Yes, when we charge a mobile phone, here you can see, when we charge a mobile phone, electrical energy is transformed into chemical energy and stored inside the cell battery of the mobile, isn't it? Then what happens? That chemical energy is converted into electrical energy and the mobile works. When the mobile works, what all energy is produced by the mobile? Yes, sound energy is produced and light energy is produced. After some time, the mobile will become little bit hot also, isn't it? So it produces heat energy also. So what are the different energy transformation happening in a mobile phone? Yes, with the help of electrical energy, we are charging the mobile. So electrical energy converted into chemical energy. It is stored in the battery. That chemical energy is again converted into electrical energy, and the mobile produces light energy, sound energy and also heat energy. Now is it very clear? Now your a little small project for this week is you have to find out different situations in your home. You are at home nowadays, isn't it? So you will find out different situations in your home. Write down 5 examples of energy transformation that happens inside your house. You can take any situation. So 5 examples of energy transformation you will find out from inside your house and write it down and send it to me by tomorrow.